Open that there door, Dulcich.
Put out the spotlights.
No way.
Jump in this thing and see what it'll do.
Ready to rock this, bro?
What's happening, everybody? Summer is officially gone. It's nice and cool outside. Almost need a sweater. I am getting ready to go on a 1,300-mile road trip in Smurf. Yes, this is my tunnel rammed, solid roller, 440, 60 over, trick flow headed beast. I love this car. This car is just old reliable. Why am I not taking Minty, you may ask? Well, Smurf's got a radio and it's Bluetooth, so why not? And if you'll notice, the trailer is attached to Smurf. I am bringing home something on that trailer, and I am bringing home something in my car. I have removed the passenger seat, and something big and bulky and heavy is going to sit right there. Why not on the trailer or in the trunk? Because I can seat belt it down and I can straddle my new love on the way home. No, it's not a woman. It's actually a car part. So, now you'll have to excuse my Hello Kitty mug. That is the wife's. I promise you, it's the wife's. She made me a coffee. So now it is time to hit the road with Smurf. And this car has no overdrive. It has a 2400 stall converter in it, and it has a 293 rear gear. This car gets like between 14 to 15 miles a gallon, even though it is close to 600 horsepower. This thing does good. Can't wait to put an overdrive transmission in this thing. It's really, oh man, I just realized there's a Prius in the background. I'm sorry. If you guys threw up, I'm sorry. Nobody wants to see Priuses. Actually, you know what though? I'd rather see a Prius than an EV. At least the Prius has, you know, a combustion engine in it. All right, less jibber jabbering. I've got to hit the road. Long way to go and a short time to get there because I'm northbound on Highway 99. We're gonna see what kind of fuel mileage this thing gets pulling the trailer. I haven't done that test with this car. What I had to do last night though, was I had to do a bunch of welding to my trailer. There was cracks in so many places. This trailer's got I bet this trailer's got 150,000 miles on it. And it's the no suspension trailer. So this is solid, I would say solid axle, but there's really no axles, it's just spindles. Again, more welding. I've had to weld this trailer a few times, but you know what? It's been a really good trailer. And when I first got it, it used to have a tire rack on it. This used to be an old circle track trailer, a homemade trailer back in Craig Road Speedway days. And it used to have the tire rack on it, but one day it broke apart. And so I had to leave the tire rack on the side of the highway. See how thirsty this old girl is. And then see, if you've got a charger and you're filling it up and you just lock it in to where it's filling automatically, you have to listen because the tone will change. It'll be filling, and then at the last second you'll start to hear like a gurgle, and then you got to hit the trigger because it's going to overflow if you don't. I just heard it. Now we're going to top it off. First stop, Tonopah. It's like 6,500 feet here. It's cold. I had to put my jacket on. But I went 206 miles. Let's see what kind of mileage I got. That trailer probably weighs 1,000 pounds. It looks light, but it is like thick steel. All right, not as good as I was hoping. 206 divided by 19.2 is 10.72 miles per gallon. But it was all uphill from Vegas to here, and I was doing like 75 miles an hour. So maybe if I dropped it down to 70, it'll be better. But it burned no oil. Oil that's in it's the same as what I left. Actually, I don't even know what town I'm in right now. Hang on. But I just got great fuel mileage. I told you it would get better once I stopped going uphill. I am in... Hang on. What the hell town is this? Shit, you zoom in on the map, it don't even give you a name. Hang on. Mason, I guess? It's the biggest letters I can see on the map. Tiny little town. Anyway. Went 165 miles since the last stop and got 12.2, it only took 12.29 gallons. That means I got 13.4 miles per gallon. I will take that. Yep, I'm here at Summit Racing in Sparks, Nevada. So I wanted to go a little bit leaner on the entry of the main jet, and they don't have shit for freaking air bleeds here. So they're all in Texas. So my thought is, I'm like, well, all right, I'll try just going down one jet size on the mains, and we'll see what happens with that. So I picked up a set of 71 jets because I had 72s in here. I hope I had 72s. From what I remember, they're 72s. So get this guy off, get a bowl off, and see what we got in here. Get these bowls off and see what my jet is. I'm cruising. The jet comes in at about 11.8, 11.9. I want the jet to come in at like 12.4. So by going down on the jet, the main jet, and it doesn't really cruise at the main jet at that. It doesn't cruise on the main jet unless I'm doing 75 miles an hour plus. Below 75, it's just on the transition slot, but they don't have the freaking air bleeds here, so I can fix that. But actually, the transition slot's perfect. I don't know. It cruises at 70, right at about 13.4, 13.5, which I'll take that. That's good. All right. Run the fuel away from my intake manifold. There we go. That works. All right, let's see what we got here. Aha! I was right, 72s. ready to roll. No leaks. Sounds good, but of course the sound isn't going to tell me anything, but it should be pretty good. I'm getting ready to hit the road again, probably get something to eat, and then head over the mountain pass to Sacramento from Reno. Almost there. My tuning tricks worked out perfect. Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking I should be running out of gas here soon because I've been on the road for a long time. And this car does not have a functional fuel gauge. So I'm waiting any second to go cut, 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 cut. But I'm almost there. I'm only like 15 miles away, so maybe I'll make it. Alrighty guys, I made it. And I didn't even run out of gas. I thought I was going to because it seemed like a long ways from Sparks to here, but it was actually only 164 miles. So I'm at Andrew's shop. You did the Hemi Grimmy stuff, right?
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah, I did some of the floor, the frame, stuff like that.
Yeah, some little, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to watch the episode again.
Miscellaneous.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that episode. But I am here for this. This is a NASCAR R5 P7. This is one of my dream engines. I have a C3 Yates motor that I was going to use I'm going to put a Charger body over that as well. But I know I'm going to get shit from people, it being a C3 motor with a Charger body on top of it. But I don't care. As long as it makes vroom noises and goes fast, I don't care. It's just all about having fun right now because the car hobby is getting stupid expensive. And luckily Andrew gave me a good deal on this motor. And so I'm going to take it home and I'm going to put it into another 69 Charger, old stock car that I bought 2 years ago. Kind of the same distance. San Francisco, old circle track 69 Charger is going to be reborn with this in it. It's going to be awesome. I just love the RPM. We'll probably need to put new valve springs in. Even the Yates motor, that thing. So when I first got it running, it was just foot to the floor, burnouts for days. And then it started spitting out lash caps on the valve springs because I didn't drop the rev limiter from the 16-year-old valve springs. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. And it's going to go right in the floorboard of my 69 Charger. That way I can hug it on the way home because I love it so much. How are we going to do this?
You can pull in here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, just pull. Oh yeah, that'll be passenger side. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I don't think anybody's done this before.
I don't think so. I mean, it's something I would do for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're good.
Come down.
You can come down at least 6 inches. So I'll go ahead and go down with it. There you go. Like a glove. Lower down. Sweet. I didn't even really feel the car squat.
No. It's like having a fat chick in there.
Right? Well, that's what I told my... So, it's funny you said that, because that's what I told my buddies. Like, why don't you just take your truck? They're like, what's the difference? It's like having two... It'd be like having two fat girls in the car.
Yeah. For sure.
For safety, you gotta have it buckled in. Oh, it's fat. It's got fat girl hips on it.
You need belt extension.
Hey, here we go.
What do you mean? This isn't safe?
Well, OSHA hasn't showed up yet, so I'm assuming it's fine. Yeah. If it was really bad idea, OSHA would have been here already.
This is nothing.
See, 69 Chargers were designed to haul NASCAR motors. It fits perfectly in there. Look, it's perfectly centered front to back. We've got our safety seat belt on there. This thing's good to go.
It's not going anywhere.
No, except through the windshield maybe. So, new development. Andrew, while he was admiring my fancy factory tow hitch, noticed that the hitch was into the gas tank. It had wore a groove into the tank, but it didn't penetrate it yet because that bolt came loose. So we're actually going to give ourselves a little bit more space. We're going to space the hitch down a little bit to try and make it a little bit safer on the way home. That way I'll keep my good gas mileage and not just sprinkle the highway with California gas. So we already did the one side. This is the last one. Andrew's making me a spacer right now. How much space we got now? Better.
The jack's under it still, or did you let it down?
It's down.
It's definitely better.
Give a...
You get a bunch of weight on there.
You have like a piece of plastic or something we can wedge in between there? Alright, it's in. Yep, go ahead and set her down. Now it's OSHA approved.
The rubber's not real great, but it's better than nothing.
That's true. There we go.
All the safety.
Oh man, I left Andrew's place and only got like 50 miles. I was tired. But have you seen my cup holder? It's awesome. Took like a 4-hour nap. Time to hit the road. Everybody with their boring ass cars. Boring, 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 boring. Boring, 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 boring. From Chico, California to Merced, California. It's like 185, no. It is, I want to say it's almost 200 miles. So let's see what we got this time. But I'm having my doubts about actually hauling this race car home because the rear suspension is not as stiff as it used to be. May have to get some air shocks on this thing, or it probably isn't gonna happen. All right, I'm in Merced. I made it to my uncle's wrecking yard, which here is where I'm going to pick up the vehicle that is gonna go on that trailer. It is an old dirt modified. I mean old, like ancient as in like probably mid to late 90s, still a leaf spring car, but it's got a nice 4-barrel Cleveland motor in it, Bryn transmission, and all kinds of goodies. But if you want to check out some cool stuff, you guys have probably seen it before, but let's check out some of the goodies that's in my uncle's wrecking yard. Shall we? there's a lot of good stuff in this yard. I've done videos on this yard a few times, so you long-term viewers, you already know what's in here. You already know what I've snagged out of here. I have snagged one 68 RT charger, one 68 383 Magnum charger, and one 71 RT charger. The duct tape drags video where I was drag racing that 71 RT, that came from this yard. Also, I left behind, where is it at? It's over here somewhere. This is all newer crap, you know, nobody cares about this stuff. There it is. So, right up yonder, you'll see like the firewall, that blue firewall on top of that white box there. That's what's left of a 69 RT charger. So I bought the front half of that charger from a wrecking yard in Turlock, took off what I wanted, and then I just left it up there, which they're still, oh, I think I see some stuff I need. I do in fact see some stuff I need. I need AC vents, and I think I see, yes. I'm gonna have to go grab a screwdriver. All right, I do, there still is an AC vent there. That might be an okay dash pad on the lower dash. Oh, there's still, man, there's some goodies on that. I need to, okay. All right, I'm gonna have to come back and rob some pieces off of that today. If not today, later. It's not going anywhere. All right, but what you guys are gonna wanna see is the old time stuff. All right. Okay, I'm not much of a truck guy. I do like minty, but we got the smash pile. But as you see, it's all plastic bumpers, plastic headlights, plastic taillights. Just worthless bar of soap shaped garbage. But if we take another 15 steps, guess what? We start getting into a whole ton of Firebirds and Camaros, first gens, second gens, third gens. There's just fields of them. Well, single field. See, there's a first gen Firebird that looks like a 68. Might be a 67, I don't know. But we got T-top Trans Ams, and we got scoops. There's all kinds of goodies in here. There's a lot of first gens too. There's probably about 10 or 12 first gen Camaros and Firebirds in there. And a lot of these bodies, they're all rust free. Check it out. Take a quick peek. Oh yeah, see, we got a 67 like baby blue Firebird over there. This is just, I'm surrounded by F bodies. Oh yeah, there's another, looks like a Camaro there. Is that a Camaro? Yep. So that was probably a 68 Camaro, another Trans Am. There's a lot of Trans Ams in here. Of course, they sold a shitload of Trans Ams. A shitload. There's a lot of T-tops in here too. Oh wow, there's one right there. One right there. Another one, another one. Oh, there's two more over there. So, oh yeah, there's another first gen. And there's some complete first gens way. Ooh, there's like a 74 Firebird over there. 73, 74. So, oh yeah, there's the Green Hornet, or the one that John Wayne drove. I guess no, that was a 70, I believe. Ooh, look at the Kriegers on this thing. So we got like what, an 81 Z28 there with some fatty Kriegers. So all kinds of. Yes, I'm a Mopar guy, but I'm also a muscle car guy. I like all muscle cars, and some not muscle cars. Okay, this is more, this area right here is kind of, oh wait, there's another Firebird. Oh, that's a Formula. It's got the Formula hood on it. Volkswagen, nobody cares about Volkswagens. Just the hideous things. If you're a Volkswagen guy, sorry, but they're hideous. They're slow, hideous, ugly, bubble looking things. Don't like them, never did. Whoa, hole. We got a GTO right there. We got a 4-headed El Camino. I don't even know what year that is, don't care. That doesn't belong here. There's a Le Mans, more Corvettes, Chevelles. That's like a 68, 69 Chevelle. Wagons. And all this new stuff is getting mixed in with the old stuff. Of course, here's the tragedy. Some of you already know this, but half of this yard burned up in a fire. I think it was 2 years ago. Might even have been a little bit longer, but yeah, half the yard burned up to where there was a lot of really cool cars over in that area, and they smelted to the ground. One of them was even a 69 Mach 1 390 big block 4-speed Mustang fastback. And another cool car that got smelted was a 68 turquoise 383 Magnum Roadrunner, completely smelted. So we got more GM cars. Like this would, you could walk around this entire yard and just find cool stuff. And you've got 4-door Bel Airs, and a lot of that stuff's been thinned out pretty good. See, some of the fire had come in through here. That car got burned up. You can see there's some fire damage on that one. What sucks is the fire really hit the Mopar area. Only one row of the Mopars survived, and it just happened to be the one that my 68 383 Magnum car was in, thankfully. So we got El Caminos, Impalas, land yachts, more Le Mans, Buicks. There was a 66, 67 El Camino? Okay, there was a 67 427 tri-power Corvette in here. It was wrecked when it was new. It was stolen off the lot, wrecked when new. And so that thing had been in this yard since like 67. And there was also a 63 split window that was in here. Both those cars had been sold out of the yard just a couple years ago. That's a 396 blue SS 67 Chevelle up on top over there. There's some even old timers, 40s and 30s stuff in here too. It's just cool to walk through here. Yeah, see? SS. There's a 70 GTO here somewhere. Where is it at? Luckily the weeds are dead right now. Oh, that's a Rambler, I think. Oh yeah, there it is. So there's a goat. Actually, let me take a picture of that goat for my buddy Dalton with Pole Barn Garage. Let him get his rocks off with that real quick. That's cool, little pickup. Oh yeah, here's a goat. I like these. Believe it or not, I actually do want a Judge. I think Judges are cool. All right, I'll send those to Dalton. Let's go walk over here. Oh, there's another GTO. That's probably like a 66, 65. I'm not too familiar with the GTOs. This one's got a nice body on it. Normally the weeds here are so bad you can't walk through here. So luckily they're down right now, which is why we're going through. Oh no, I only got 20% battery left, so we got to rush this up because these GoPro batteries do not last very long. The fire went through there and killed a lot of the Fords, but there's still some fastbacks and coupes and all that stuff in there. Oh, I burned up the Pacer. Yep, here's some burned up Mopars. We got a burned up Challenger, Rally Challenger. We got a burned up Rally Cuda over there. Look at that tiny little thing. Isn't that cute? Yeah, we got a burned up Demon. You know, the back half still has all, look how solid this thing is. This car could be bought. Wow, the fire got so hot right here. The rocker melted over the A-pillar. And this is, well, the fire doesn't look too bad on this one. Actually, did it even hit it? This is a curious yellow. I think 71 Duster, yeah. All the suspension's under it, or in it. Yeah, this is a curious, oh, that's why it's in here. Okay, there's the smushed part. Oh, here's another Challenger. Oh, and here's the poor old melted Roadrunner. I kind of wanted this thing for a while. Now, not so much. Uh-oh, we're down to 16%. Race car and engine. Back of this car is sagging, so we're gonna fix that with some Monroe air shocks. To drive over to my uncle's place and install these things, because it's getting kind of saggy and the tires are rubbing just a little on bumps. So come to find out, this car has already got air shocks on it, but they're ancient and there's probably no dampening to these shocks whatsoever. I'm having to block the sunlight. It's right in my eyes. So we're just gonna go ahead and yank these old air shocks off and put new ones, Monroe's. Ow, mother. Here we go. Roadside repairs. Sucks in the middle of it, but the memories are worth it. Oh, it went up. Oh yeah, that's more betters. We got some suspension travel now. It's beer time. Oh, speak of the devil. Alright, so I left my uncle's, showered up, clean, spiffy, even got new underwears on. And I am on the road. I'm gonna try and make it as far as I can. Maybe I'll make it to Dulcich's tonight, or I might just breeze by it. I mean, he's probably gonna be in bed by the time I get there. And I'm trying to make headway. I'm just gonna go until I get tired, pull in, crash for a few hours, and then hit the road again, because I want to get home. I got things to do's. But my motor is still looking nice and pretty over here. The only thing that's failed so far is no gauges here. Instead, I have flashlight power. These lights still work, but these four, no. And they're on the same circuit. So the power that feeds this is the power that feeds these. Bringing the thunder. It's like I have a tow truck now. It's so smooth. They needed to be replaced probably 10 years ago. But you know what? It is most gooders now. And with this tunnel ram, this thing tows awesome. The part throttle cruising on this thing is amazing. So much mid-range torque and low-end torque. It's awesome. Holy crap, I slept way too long. I slept like 7 hours. Let's go see if Dulcich is up. Let's give Dulcich the old wanna. Everybody knows who Dulcich is.
Birdsong.
What do you think of my new racing car, Dulcich?
Man, I know it's a Ford too.
I know, it's out of my norm. I just kind of got it for parts. It's got good pedal assembly. It's got a pretty rowdy Cleveland motor in it.
Man, you don't see those in a dirt
No.
track or
And I thought I was going to be able to use this front clip, but then I found out it's a Torino front clip.
that's a bummer.
Yeah, so the car is pretty much just a parts car, but we are actually going to race it. We're going to take it. So it's a dinosaur. Nobody races this chassis anymore, but
No way.
yeah. Well, you're familiar with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
We're going to give it one last hoorah at the Duel in the Desert in Vegas. My buddy's going to race it because he's never ran a dirt car before.
Oh yeah.
And so I got this, piece of junk, and I'm like, I really don't care if it gets wadded up because all I wanted was parts.
Well, yeah. That's
So he's going to run that.
Oh man, your buddy lucked out.
So you like my little, what do they call it when you bring you the food? You got your appetizer, right?
Okay, yeah. The appetizer is the first course.
Yeah.
But where's
you
the
want,
main?
you want to see the main course?
Yeah.
Yeah. Open that there door, Dulcich.
What? No way.
A 750 horsepower NASCAR R5 P7. When's the last time you seen a twin engine Charger?
What's crazy about this thing is, last night I was looking for an R5 P7 Mopar engine complete, and man, they are not cheap anymore. You used to be able to get these for a song.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got that from Andrew. He's the one that's doing Freiberger's, that Jeep drag car he's building. What do they call it?
Dragoneer.
Dragoneer, yeah. He's the one doing the cage and the Dragoneer, and he had that just sitting under a bench, and so it's mine now.
Dude,
But
you want to get rid of it?
I'll let you know what, Dulcich, I'll have you sign it.
Oh man, that's not as good. Come on, Birdsong, money talks. How much?
Tell you what, I'll trade you for your 71 RT Charger.
How about a 68?
Deal.
I'll have to think about that one.
Already backtracking.
I have a 68 RT. Maybe I should build myself a tow rig.
We can have a tow off.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. No,
Wow, that's a score, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in my '69 Daytona racing car.
I'm jealous.
Jelly.
Completely.
I've heard Jelly. I haven't heard Jellius before. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
new one. I'll have to steal Jellius.
Jellius is pretty good.
Did you see my new decals, Dulcich? Let's see now. Now as I'm blowing by people, they'll know who I am.
Oh, let's see. Oh wow, the YouTube little logo and everything.
Yeah.
They let you put that on your car?
Well, I didn't ask.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah. Better to...
Haven't you heard it's better to ask for forgiveness than
permission?
ask for permission?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that one too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've gotten away with a lot of cheater stuff in circle track racing by not asking to do it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
This is a pretty nice car. Great for towing a trailer.
You know, you've already signed the console in this.
Oh,
But
well,
it's kind of worn away.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a motor in there.
Do you remember what
That's
this
even
car?
better.
This is a RT cruise control, power windows, tack, console, buckets, and it was B5 blue with a white top and white stripe.
Wow, that's fully equipped. I really like the factory power windows.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because then when the ladies pull up next to you at the stoplight, instead of having to reach over and go like this, you can be cool and just.
Oh, that's what you do?
Yeah.
Wow.
I even make the noise.
Sound effects and everything. Man, I got to put some floor pans in mine and hit the road.
I've been telling you that for years, Dulcich.
Yeah, I know, but now's the time.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'll get lucky and get fired, and then I'll have plenty of time to work on my own cars.
Maybe we can show them what your Charger has decapitated to.
All right.
Okay. Meantime, we're gonna tuck that away. It's like walking into the Raiders of Lab. Oh, I remember that car.
Which one?
My Lemonator.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting pooped it on.
Now maybe I'm going to put the 360 I got off the off-road Challenger in that.
Put your 408 in it.
Huh?
Put your 408 in it.
Yeah.
I keep telling Dulcich he needs to start a YouTube channel and call it like the Dulcich Horsepower Farm or something, and he could just do before and after, you know, videos of performance on the dyno, stick it back in and show the game.
Well, this motor is weak.
Yeah.
I mean, the heads are good. It's slow. It's a 440. I mean, obviously it's an RT Charger, but it just underperforms. So I don't know what's wrong with it, but that would be a good candidate to pull out, dyno it, and then fix it.
This would be the perfect first episode though, because it's an underpowered muscle car. Why is it underpowered? So you figure out why it's underpowered. You do a dyno pull of what it is now, fix it, make it better, do a dyno pull, show the power gain, and then show the performance back in the car.
I think I like the idea. You wanna help me
That's
out
$1
with
million episode idea, Dulcich.
We could collab on that thing.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Where'd the 60? Oh, there it is.
This is the B body row right here.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of B bodies.
Well, you got one E body though.
Yeah.
You've had that one for a while now.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 years, 3 years.
Yeah, no, it's longer than that.
Yeah, it could be 4.
Because you bought that from Coffee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the coolest part though, when you walk up to an RT, you see that road. You know what RT stands for, though?
Road and track?
Yep. So people kept thinking it was stood for rally trim.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think those floor pans are good.
See, this could be another YouTube video, you know, the Dulcich barn find rescue.
Well, this was a barn find because it's exactly the way I got it, except I think my neighbor shot the windows out of it while I was overseas, and
In New Zealand, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't get them all, but he got the back window here, and
Luckily, the quarter went. You know, the most expensive piece of glass on this car?
is what?
This.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the most
Backlight?
expensive piece of glass. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it needs a trunk floor.
But this has a cool patina stance to it.
Yeah, I was using this as a parts car when I built a Super Bee way back in the day.
Yeah.
That's why it has no door handles, because I swiped those off this car. And what else? I took the windshield out, put it in the Super Bee, and then I cracked it, so I couldn't use it anyway. And
I don't know when they're gonna air that new episode we have of the Mopar Muscle Truck. We robbed the axle out of this 70. Was it 72 or 71? 71. Yeah. So we robbed the axle out of this and put it into the Mopar Muscle Truck.
yeah, that's why I set it down on
Yeah.
those moving dollies.
Eventually they'll air that episode.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what it needs. I've got the 68
Well,
matching numbers motor.
It seems like there's supposed to be something that fills that void there.
Well, no, I mean, it's mostly all there. It's pretty complete.
Now you're starting to sound like a Craigslist ad. It's mostly all complete.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this sat outside for a long time, and you would think the floorboards would be rusted out, but being proactive, Birdsong, I treated the whole floor pan, and I don't think any rust ever made its way in there.
Did you accidentally treat it with a broken oil container?
No, I just put my used motor oil in there. It works a treat. But anyway, there she is. I'm just fixing on getting started on it. You know, I've been thinking about it for a couple of 2-3 decades. And
Oh, people always ask me about it. Does Dulcich still have his 68 Charger?
well, what happened was I was pretty broke at the time, so I was driving through a small town, and I was on the outskirts, and just sitting under a big old 100-year-old oak tree. I drove by and go, oh, that was 68 Charger.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, big deal. They're a dime a dozen. I was like, man,
At the time they were.
did I see a RT badge on the back of that? And I backed up my pickup, and sure enough, and I went to talk to the guy. And
You know how many guys would have just left this under the tree because it didn't have the RT badge?
well, I know.
Yeah.
So I coughed up $300 for it. I actually had to borrow the $300. I'm not joking. I don't even think I ever paid the guy back either. And then flat towed it back here, and that was about it. I was like,
Well, just think, Dulcich, with all your future YouTube monies, the millions you can restore.
oh man, really?
Yeah, all the YouTubers are making millions of dollars.
Yeah, I could be the next Cletus and Derek and stuff like that, and get the product endorsements.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm hungry, so are you hungry, Dulcich?
Yeah.
All right, it's
Let's
food.
go get a couple of breakfast burritos and talk about what engine goes in that yellow car.
On my way home, the final drive. Just 300 miles to go. Because of the stall converter, I have to run second gear up to Hatchamy. It would just smoke the tranny fluid. The engine's got a shitload of power, it would go up it, but I don't want to smoke the tranny fluid, so second gear, but then you get stuck behind even slower semis. Yo! Oh well. Tehachapi loves truck stop. Stop and got me a sandwich, but it went right up to Tehachapi grade like a boss. From almost sea level to like 4,100 feet. Torque, big block.
I've been driving on my hands wet on the wheel. There's a voice in my head that drives my heel. It's my baby coming, I need her here. And it's 4:30 and I'm shifting gear. When she's lonely and the longing gets too much, keep on coming in from above. Don't need to look it up. We've got a thing, and it's called radar love. Wave in the air, radar love.
Almost made it to state line without running out of gas. I filled up in Barstow and probably 3 miles before state line ran out of gas, but luckily I thunked ahead of time. So this will get me, actually that 2 gallons should get me into Vegas, but we're not gonna stretch it that far. Holy crap, they want a lot of money for fuel here. So we are just going to top it off and put a couple squirts of gallons in that Chevron station right there and make it home. But good girl, Charger. Yeah, Smurf is awesome. And it got worse mileage because of Baker grade. I mean, Baker grade is like an 18, 19 mile grade that's just like 6-7% for that long. I mean, actually I had to pull over and let the transmission cool off because this has a stall converter in it. And I told myself, I was like, well, when the engine gets to like 225, we're just gonna pull over and just let it idle for a while and let the transmission and the engine cool off and then hit the road again. So it took a minute, but we got it done. Top her off and hit the road. These freaking EPA gas tanks suck. Or gas cans. It's like pip, pip, pip. It only took 9.7 gallons plus the 2 gallons I put in it, so that's, you know, 11.7. It's a 19 gallon tank. If I wasn't out of gas, that's not good. Hopefully the fuel pump rod is all right. Come on, baby, you're almost home. So I got a lot better mileage than I thought because it only took 11.7, but why did it run out of gas? I am home. I don't know what that one fuel issue was, but It never came back. And since I am home, I am deserving of some ice cream. It'll be my victory lap. And Baskin Robbins is right yonder. Good job, Smurf. Yeah. What is up, guys? I made it home at my casa with Smurf, my 69 RT B5 blue, white top, white stripe, and it's supposed to be blue interior, but it ain't supposed to have that inside of it. Yep, my NASCAR engine is home, and so is our hoopty race car. Yeah, I didn't really talk too much about this car. We didn't have a whole lot of time. We just kind of quickly loaded it up. But it's an old dirt track car. I mean, this thing is probably built in the late 90s, and it's a leaf spring car, which in the racing world is a dinosaur. It's got a badass Cleveland motor in it, a solid roller, ported headed, forged piston, H-beam rodded, probably 550 plus horsepower Cleveland engine in it. And how badass would it be to give this car one last hoorah at the dirt track before we part it out? It's got some good parts in it. It's just attached to an old, outdated chassis. So what do you do with it, you know? As for the NASCAR engine that's in my Charger, that is going to go into a 69 Charger that I'm going to deck out in Daytona trim. And this Charger was being turned into a race car back in the 80s. And they started it, they skinned it, they caged it, they started doing some suspension work to it, and then they stopped. And it sat for many, many moons as an unfinished race car. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that there race car and just have fun with it. I just want a fun, fast road course car. And how much faster could it be than with a 750 plus horsepower, 9,500 RPM NASCAR engine? That car was superb, and it got 12.2 miles per gallon hauling this race car on the trailer with the NASCAR engine in it. So what more could you want? And how much more American is that? You only live one life. Don't drive boring shit. Alrighty, guys, I appreciate you watching. Go ahead and check out junkyardgarage.com if you haven't. I'm getting ready to come up with some new stickers and decals and things that I'm going to throw up on there. So just every now and then check it out. Give me a like, a subscribe. It always helps. And I really appreciate you guys. What do you say, Bolt? Say peace out?